I've been really into this MultiVersus. It
Right.
blew my socks off. This is way better than I ever imagined. I'm so happy. I'm so hyped. Yeah, it's like Smash in the sense of like hit them off the stage and you may have some
Sure.
platforms on level and stuff, but it kind of starts and ends there. It doesn't feel like Smash Bros. Like
Okay, good.
you got to hit A to jump and B to dodge. There's no
Hmm.
grabbing, there's no
Interesting.
shield. You can only dodge and attack. X and Y do what A and B does in Smash, to where like up X doesn't move, down X doesn't move. So
Gotcha.
it's like that. But the fact that there's no grabbing, the fact that there's no shield is
It's a
makes
big
it feel
change.
very, very different. And then the characters themselves, every character, they're not even close to feeling like each other. The way they move as a character feels so different. Like in Smash, like yeah, characters can feel kind of different, but not as different as here. These
Okay.
feel like I'm playing almost their own video game inside. Like when I pick Tom and
I see.
Jerry, I feel like I'm playing a Tom and Jerry game. Like it's so central on the way Tom and Jerry behave.
Okay.
On like they're constantly fighting with each other, but they're also having to play along as well. And so there'll be a lot of moves associated with that, to where like I can tie him to a rocket and shoot him off and try to hit a player. I can hit a ball back and forth with him for some attacks, and he'll be a little more friendly there. So you have to play the pros and cons on
Gotcha.
how mean or not mean you want to be with Jerry or whatever.
That's awesome. Wait, and just so everyone knows, because I truly didn't even know this, this is like you guys are in some sort of alpha or something?
Yeah. So it's WB as a whole. So
Mhm.
anything WB owns, you're talking Game of Thrones, you're talking Lord of the Rings,
That's
DC
awesome.
stuff, Steven
So
Universe
cool.
stuff, Looney Tunes, Scooby Doo. It's pretty wild. The Iron Giant is technically going to be a character. He's not in
That's
this alpha, and apparently Gandalf, but it was a character leak, and Gandalf was a part
right.
of all the rest of these characters, but we don't see him here.
I
But they
got
were
you.
right with everything else, so
He's
I'm
got to
sure
be
he
in
will
it.
be. Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be so cool.
Because the fact that they have Shaggy going like into the memes of turning Super Saiyan and stuff, right?
Right, right.
They can't not have Gandalf, you know?
No, they have to.
Yeah.
And and I will say I'm way more interested in this than the Nickelodeon game for some reason.
Well,
This
I
looks
was
good to me.
hyped on Nickelodeon in terms of the characters themselves. Oh, it's cool. But this
Right,
is far more than just, oh, cool characters.
right.
You can watch a video, like the animation, you can tell WB studio quality animation here. I mean,
Good.
they're great at cartoons, and it's
That's
too
great.
good. I've never really seen a video game with this good at animation with this many characters. Maybe if there was just like a game with one central character or two,
Right.
sure. But when you have this diverse and they're still being very, very strong with the way they do the moves and how smooth it is, I'm very, very surprised. I'm very shocked at how high the quality is.
That's great.
Um, I think it's going to be a gigantic hit. They have it's free to play. It's on all platforms. It's cross play, cross progression, so I can hop to whatever platform, continue wherever I was.
Definitely a good way
I
to get
can
out
play
there.
with whoever. I don't have to pay anything. All of the pay is cosmetics through a battle pass. So you get like, oh, I want a skin with this character. You eventually unlock it in a battle pass, or you unlock a announcer voice or whatever. Think like Overwatch, if you remember that way back on all
Yep.
the different stuff you could unlock of like
Yep.
different people saying different sayings and stuff.
Sure.
A Fortnite, same kind of level, but it's not like, when you play Fortnite, nobody's feeling like they have to pay for Fortnite.
Yeah,
They
no.
want to because
They
they
want
want
to.
to get this skin or get this character or whatever.
I I just hope it doesn't turn into the way it goes sometimes with free to play games. Like you go to the homepage and it looks like a mobile game or something.
Yeah. So this is alpha, so no one can really say
Right.
how, I guess, egregious the final build's going to be and all of
Right.
that. What I can say of what I've seen, everything's great, but that's clearly could just be an alpha thing. So who knows?
Right.
Um, all I know is the core foundation of this game and how it feels and how diverse everybody is and how much thought is put into everything. Like, okay, Taz, I can burp out these apples, and if an apple hits a
Mhm.
player, after 2 or 3 apples hitting them, they'll turn into a turkey, and then I can then eat the player that's a turkey and gain a bunch of health, like a
That's
Wario
awesome.
bite almost. But even if I don't eat them for a lot of health, I can hit them when they're the turkey, and they will drop a little bit of health, like a turkey leg, and then I can eat that for some, or I can bite them whole for a whole
Okay,
bunch.
that is actually really cool.
But all of these characters very in depth, like Velma here from Scooby Doo. They really lean into, the Scooby Doo run where they charge for a
Right,
bit
right.
and then run. So
Yep.
she does that. She like her attacks are words that shoot out of her mouth.
Okay, that's cool.
And when they hit her, books drop out of them. You collect all the books, and then you can do like this ultimate move. Because she's like has this librarian sort of thing about her. Anyway, it's a fantastic game.
I
I'm really really excited. The Nick game, like I was hyped till I touched it. The very moment I played with it, I was
yeah.
like, oof. I don't it's really stiff. It's really like you've got to be ultra pro gamer status just to even slightly enjoy it. But even that aside, like I mean, I've played Smash all my life. I consider myself good, not great or anything, but I don't enjoy the way that Nicktoons game felt. I didn't. It's like everyone felt like Falco and dropped like a brick or something. I'm like, I don't know. This
Yeah.
doesn't really feel like Smash. I when I pick a different character, I feel like I'm playing something just completely fresh and new. I really do. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely curious to see more and try it out. So
Because even that like Brawlhalla, like it just
yeah.
felt like a cheaper Flash game. I mean, they did a
Yeah.
good job, but it's still not quite there. Then there was that other one. What was it with like the frog dudes? Remember?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I
I know what you're
can't
talking
remember
about.
the
I don't
name of
remember
it.
the name.
It was decent, but like it was trying. I think they're trying too much to be like Smash, but it's not Smash, so it just feels off and weird.
Oh,
Um,
oh, brawl out or something like that, was it?
Brawl Out,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Yes,
I remember that one.
yes,
That
that
one,
was
I was like, this has some potential, and then the more I played, I was like, ah,
yeah. It just
not
wasn't quite
really.
there. This like I don't feel like I'm like, it's close to Smash Bros. I'm like, oh, I'm playing something original here. I love the game. I love the game. I'm super sold on. I think it's going to be really big. I think it's going to be really popular. Ton of people are going to be playing it. This is going to blow up. I can't see it not, especially throwing all this money behind it and
Yeah.
the amount of characters and lore you can add to this to really excite people, and the base being as good as it is.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of whenever I like played Halo Infinite, and I was like, oh, thank God, the core gameplay is good.
Right.
It's good. It has a good core.
Most important part. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of different franchises in this, so like you said, you can pull fans of different things in, and I'm sure people will be stoked to play as Arya Stark or something if they like Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. That'll be cool.
But it
So
doesn't feel like a gimmick. Like, oh, it has interesting characters, but it doesn't feel great. No.